Refueling truck is on its way. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it. Catering vehicles are on their way. Fuel truck is in position. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity. boarding requested.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear. Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Ivano ground, loose Raptor Bravo for Lima Golf Heavy. Ready to taxi, IFR.
Set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Taxi to and hold short runway 11 using taxiway Bravo 1 Alpha Whiskey. Loose Raptor Bravo for Lima Golf Heavy.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect. Unlocking gear. Tow track disconnected, bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live stream. So I thought I'd pop in sort of right in the middle of nowhere, so that's why the very rapid intro. But yeah, welcome again to another live stream. Today we are doing a slightly common thing nowadays, which is a change in equipment. So originally this flight was meant to be in a A350-900, and it's Madagascar flight from Madagascar capital. I'm still don't know how to pronounce this, the capital's name, to Nairobi, Kenya. So basically, I thought I'd just skip all that and get straight to the flight itself. Sorry, get to the flight, but then the idea basically is to. It's been a while since I've been actually in the A380, so I thought I'd swap the equipment from A380, A350 to A380. Still Airbus, so anyone can complain. That's something to complain about, I suppose. So with that said, done all the preparations for the flight. Same flight as I was going to do yesterday. I think I tried the flight yesterday and in the A350, but it crashed on me. So anyway, so today we're just skipping all that and going straight to the flight. So with that, I release the brakes and we should get rolling. So I've done the pretty much everything with including the GSX, loading the fuel, push it back and engine start. So a bit of a wobble on the wing, but it seems to be something that would need to be looked in by fly-by-wire themselves. Yeah, so once again, my name is Loose Raptor, and welcome to my channel if it's your first time. Alright, so quick brief. Basically, we're taking off runway 11 or runway 11, and we are going to be following runway heading, and immediately about 5 or so nautical miles out, we will be turning sharply left and heading northwest towards the coast of Africa. Then we should be able to join. Sorry, we should be able to do this in a very quick time. Just give me a second. This aircraft is way too large for this airport. I want to see if I can taxi all the way to the end, to that side, so it's not. I'm not on the runway for too long. In fact, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna take this turn here. Might overshoot it a little bit. Increase the power just a tad bit. Anyway, so yeah, so flying northwest towards the coast of Africa to Kenya, then flying on following onto Nairobi. Cruising altitude is initial cruising altitude is 36,000 feet, and we're expected to land runway 6, which is an ILS runway at Nairobi. Flight time roughly about 3 hours or so. We'll time compression, probably get that done in about an hour or so, an hour and a half or around 20 minutes. But with that said, that really should be it. So I'm gonna hold here and get takeoff clearance from the tower, hopefully. So I'm gonna turn on the strobe lights. Lights are on, and let's request takeoff clearance. Or takeoff clearance.
Nevado Tower, Loose Raptor Bravo for Lima Golf.
So yeah, so the AFB is only on one side, which is the first officer side. So about today I thought like captain's first officer side. The captain has all the information. By the looks of it, we don't have any step climb to worry about. So I will just get to our cruising altitude and then off we go.
Bravo for Lima Golf Heavy.
Okay, release the brakes, turn on the taxi landing lights, and then also turn on the nose wheel takeoff lights. Alright, left is clear. So right is clear, left is clear. So we're just gonna backtrack and then turn around and gun it all the way down. Okay. So, like I said, this aircraft is way too big for this airport. Don't even think they ever made changes to accommodate the A380, but anyway, that's what you get. It's a big aircraft. Only a few airports can handle it. and it's way too costly for airports to make modifications that are kind of covered as A380. Uganda tried so with this new expansion plan. They have included the ability to service a A380. Yeah, so unfortunately, fly-by-wire still hasn't fixed the EFB for the first officers, but it has done it on the A320. But anyway, I'm not gonna complain too much. Alright, so let's slow down just a tad bit, and we're gonna perform a 180 turn from here, or 360 turn, sorry. Let me see if I can turn the aircraft without having to increase the power a bit, without having to go onto the grass. Give it a nice little power, nice bit more power there. Oh, the door's still open, so it's alright, so hopefully by the time we finish this turn, we'll bang on center, and then I can close the cockpit door there, because yeah, that's a big no-no nowadays, ever since 9/11. I do remember the years when you'd be able to sort of ask to go and see the go into the cockpit, but those days are long and gone. I mean, you can still go like after your flight, just take a nice little picture with the captain and first officer once you've landed, but yeah, in flight you cannot do that anymore. I don't even think they offer jump seats anymore. But yeah, anyway. Okay, so with that, I believe we are good to go. So start the clock, hold it on foot brake, release parking brake, advance forward up to 50%, allow the engine to spool up, release foot brake, man flex, SRS and runway, check. I'll take my hand off the throttle and leave that to the captain. 80 knots. 100. V1. Rotate. For the zero to climb. Gear up. Autopilot 2 on. We're gonna get a nice little view of the departure. I'm also going to disarm the speed brakes. I do love the mascara. It really looks nice on the Neo. But yeah, so. Alright. We can now put the flight to climb and go to. Oh, you can't change the climb to derated none. Okay, that's fine. So it's not derated. That's fine anyway. All right. All right. All right. Speed check. Flaps up. Should be starting a left turn shortly. There we go. All right. You can tell that's what pilots are. They can predict the future. Alright, transition altitude. Parameter set to standard. Do the same for the backup. I think you can actually. There we go. So alright, so run a ton of lights, and nose wheel lights can go off as well. Should be passing 10,000 feet quite quickly because it's quite high. Yeah, there we go. So landing lights off and wing lights off. And I could also turn the electronics to auto. Turn off the so declutter the map, and then I'll just have the airports and constraints on here. I can see top of climb already, and that's it. Nothing to do, nothing more to do with the checklist. I suppose the next checklist is going to be the approach checklist. And beautiful, nice little early morning flight from Madagascar. So the reason why I changed to to the slightly bigger aircraft is because they were doing a live action filming of Madagascar from the animation movie, so they're doing a live action version. So this is a flight to take some of the crew back and collect some more crew to come back and do more filming. Obviously I jest, but that's the only reason why I would change the aircraft from A350 to A380. But anyway, I'll just joke about that. That's what I was thinking in my head. I was like, okay, I'm gonna change. It's been a while since I've obviously flown in the A380, so you know, what if I? Yeah, so that's one thing I have to be careful of. Whenever I mess with the USB, it just resets everything. Or resets my flaps. So I was saying, yeah, what would be the reason for me changing the aircraft from A350, which is a capable aircraft, and I do need more time in it, especially after the new update. I was thinking, yeah, what reason would I give? Well, it's just a, you know, they're doing a live action film of Madagascar, and I thought I'd joke. Anyway, that's a little joke I had in my head. So there's really not much to do now until obviously top of climb. Like I said, it's going to be a climb to cruising altitude of 36 altitude, which is going to be our cruising altitude for the duration of the flight until we obviously reach our top of descent. That's going to be quite a ways down, but between there and here, I'm going to do a bit of time compression so I can save a bit more time because I've got things to do. But with that, I believe I can now leave you guys to it, and then I'll leave you with some external views while we fly to. Yeah, the click swap for these tray tables are really awkward. There we go. I think there's a slight delay between the click and the anyway. So yeah, with that said, I'm gonna leave you guys with the some nice external views. I'll put back in on the mic shortly. I'll probably want to get top of the climb, and then I'll tap the time compression. So hope you enjoy the flight. See you in a bit. Okay, so I'm back, and it's about 2 minutes into the flight. We are in cruising altitude, and we're also in time compression as well. So, quick, quick description of the flight, which I already done. Let's give a quick brief. It's just a replacement equipment for a flight from Madagascar. I'm not going to pronounce the. I'm still not going to pronounce the. Try and pronounce the capital of Madagascar, and we're going to Nairobi, Kenya. It's a return flight from a previous flight I did, which ended up quite. The flight itself was good. The landing was the one that. Yeah, I wasn't too happy about. Kind of just went all over the runway. Really, I think we actually came off the runway at some point. But anyway, I left it on. Yeah, I thought I'd do instead of doing instead of repeating the flight or doing a redo, I thought I'd just do a return flight. Originally, the flight was also meant to be in the A350, sorry, 900 series, which is a very beautiful livery. I'm not gonna lie, the Madagascar livery is beautiful. As you can see, quickly show you actually around. Yeah, I just love the red and white and that traditional hat, I believe, and obviously Madagascar to the side of it. It's a beautiful livery, love all about it. Quite beautiful aircraft as well on the A380. Fortunate about its future, but well, probably this is past now. But yeah, so yeah, I thought I'd just jump in and have some more hours in the A380. It's been a while since I've done so. But yeah, we're actually cruising at 36,000 feet, which is going to be duration of the flight. A flight path, as you can see on the little map of the Microsoft's EFB. We are over the Indian Ocean now, heading towards the coast of Africa, even though Madagascar is a continent of its own, I'd probably say. But anyway, yeah, that's Madagascar for you. But yeah, simple flight, nothing too serious, kind of overkill for this aircraft, but it does thrive on this kind of routes as well, little short hops. The A380 it's a very versatile aircraft, but yeah, you'll see how the flight goes. Well, the landing is the main thing to look out for, because the two main key points to consider someone's successful flight, from my point of view, is the takeoff. Not so much, but it's the landing. Landing is always the key thing, because that's where most of the skill is required. Programming the aircraft, well, for simmers, let me clear that for simmers, because for real pilots, I'm sure the skill is kind of a whole package from pre-flight or even before they enter the aircraft. They need all the skills. Alright, we've been transferred to someone else. But yeah, so pilots would have got a lot more to.
Antananarivo Center, loose Raptor Bravo for Lima Golf Heavy, flight level tree 60.
So yeah, pilots obviously, like I said, the skill comes more to them. There's more to the skill than just taking off and landing or programming or doing what people do on a simulator. So you have to know how to communicate with ATC. You have to know how to be pretty much a manager, even though you're kind of locked in front of the aircraft for most part of the flight. Only occasionally you're given a bit of freedom just to get some coffee or food. But yeah, there's a lot more to it. But yeah, the landing for me is what qualifies a flight as a successful flight. Takeoff pretty much easy. Just point the nose forward, pull the nose, lift the nose up, and just avoid scraping the tail. That's the barrier of entry there. But when landing, there's a lot more to it. You have to consider a lot more. You have to consider the wind, calibration of the glide slope and localizer, because for most developers, sometimes they get it off a little bit because they don't much with the puppies and things like that. So that's that. So yeah, I thought let's try the flight again and see what comes of it. I did have a lot of L's on the previous A350 flights, starting from the flight from I think it's from Chile to Santiago to Bogota. Basically, that was just due to a loading issue on touchdown. So basically, we just lost so many frames, and we could not complete the flight. I think it crashed out at some point. But anyway, but with that said, really, there's no. I thought, I'll rather repeat the flight or use the replay system to sort of achieve a perfect landing. But I'll try and hand fly the aircraft as much as possible, especially as we've got an ILS landing at Jomo Kenyatta, which is ILS 6. Originally, it was meant to be runway 24, which is on the other side of ANAV. But I don't really mind. It's been a while since I've actually landed in Jomo Kenyatta. So, but yeah, that's the flight. In brief, yeah. So gonna enjoy some of the views. I'll leave you guys to it. I'll pop back in a little bit. But for now, you can see we've got a little bit of turbulence. I mean, larger aircrafts, specifically the A380, can weather a lot of the turbulence quite well. Can sort of shake off any problematic air, pockets of air, or pockets of turbulent air through its flight path. But yeah, it's a big aircraft, and it can handle its turbulence quite well. But beyond that, yeah, I'll leave you guys to it. Not a very long flight, like I said. We're literally halfway through the halfway over the water now. Well, nearly anyway. But we're heading directly for the coast of Tanzania, I believe, with Zanzibar just going to be to our right, and then yeah, over Kenya, then to Nairobi. Hopefully, we should be starting our descent shortly after we've crossed over the border to border in Kenya. Currently, in real IRL, there's a bit of unrest in Kenya, so yeah, it's worth considering to think about. But beyond that, yeah, I'll leave you guys to it. I hope you enjoyed the views and the flight itself. Speak to you guys very, very soon. Thank you. Okay, so let's pull back inside. To the left, to the right. There we go. A bit of what's the name? Beyonce. So yeah, we've got Zanzibar here to our left. Just a beautiful, beautiful island off the coast of Tanzania. Also, a title or one of the missions in one of the Halos. I think Halo 3 or 2. I can't remember. I think it was Halo 2. So yeah, it's a beautiful place actually. I've seen a lot of videos from those places as well. So that's something that's going to be something that I will plan to visit at some point. But yeah, thought I'd do so just before we get to the coast of Africa, which is a little bit too. We can actually see a bit of Africa at the moment, a bit of Tanzania, and yeah, the flight's nearly. We're nearly coming to a close, I suppose. Let's have a look. Let's have a look on the map here. So let's see. Do reduce the range. There we go. So. Alright, so just about so 250, 260 nautical miles out. So we should start our preparation for landing fairly soon. But in fact, that's what I could do. Have a bit of a preparation for arrival. So just give me. Well, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once, as I seem to always do. I got my laptop up and. Supposedly, for anyone that's into the hip hop or rap, supposedly there's a battle between the Brits and the Yankees. So all I can say is, come sit on my lap, America. Tell you how you dance. Anyway, so. Back to the flight. So yes, I'm going to set up preparation for landing. Just make sure that I get all the weather information, all the altitudes and everything set correctly. So first things first, we've got to the trusty flight plan here. I'm trying to get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. No, not that. There we go. So it's a single click and there's a slight delay, which is a stupid idea to have, really, fly-by-wire. But anyway, I'm not going to compete with you. Alright, two-seat path. So that's something we have to consider as we start to as we are going through our descent. So okay, so the steep path there. I need to fix that issue because. From here, so it's from 21,000 feet to 8,000. Yeah, that looks a little bit off there, matey. It does look a little bit off there, not gonna lie. It's between. It's after Gabso. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna come back to that. But first thing we're gonna do is to find the platform altitude. So. Descending all the way down to 6,000, probably says 8,000, but I'm going to say 6,600. Alright, so that's one thing done. Next is going to be the finding out what the current altitude is. So once we've missed, the current altitude is 9,000 feet, so just keep that, or commit that to memory. Next is going to be the BTV, brake to vacate. Let's see if let me see if SimBrief has something for that. In fact, what I'll do is I'm going to. All right, so we're nicely over Africa now. In the savannah, I believe that's what it's called. So let's continue because I didn't give myself enough time with time compression working in the background. Alright, so we can use BTV or we can use auto brakes 2 or 3, but I'll probably go with 2 because it's quite distance away from. But I'll use 3 just to be safe because we are quite heavy actually. Zero fuel weight of 264, I believe. Alright, so Oh, 261, sorry, is the zero fuel weight. Alright, where are we? So yeah, so panicking this a tad bit, but the main thing is that I've got the platform master, so we can do everything else during the descent anyway, so that's not too much of a worry. Okay, so get rid of that for a sec. Alright, oh yeah, sim brief. Do you have the performance calculations for landing? Here we are, so this is it. So this is our... Is it? No, that's the departure. Interesting. So I am going to have to just use auto brakes, because you can use BTV, but you need to be able to calculate the landing distance.
Nairobi Center, loose Raptor Bravo for
Where is the calculations? It's only top of the same calculations that we have on here, which is not enough. Services. Alright, we don't have a way to calculate the BTV, because you need a navigraph for that. So just to range a tad bit. So yeah, we're not too far now. Alright, so what else is there to do? Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna leave that as is. Unlike Boeing, you're not able to change to choose the landing flaps or landing speed and anything like that, so you don't have to worry too much about that. It's all going to be managed by the computer. So let's concentrate on this little issue that we have here, which is a too steep path. So it's the distance between Tevox and IMDIS. So 21,000 feet. Yeah, so what we could do is yeah, okay, I'm trying to think of how to solve this issue. Alright, so it's from it's that it's this waypoint here, so yeah, so Tevex is here, which is roughly about, I would say about 20 or so, over 20 miles, so probably about 30 or so nautical miles from the airport. But we've got another right turn to final. Can we achieve the 8,000 feet on that? So steep consign auto below, delete altitude constraint. Yes, I'm going to delete the altitude constraint for now, hopefully. No step climbs, so let me see if that fixes that. There we go, so that should give us the different calculations for the top of descent. So yeah, instead of being at 21,000 feet, we are going to be 13,000 feet. So yes, we're gonna, the top of descent has changed slightly. There's going to be a need for a calculation for that, a new calculation. So 59, so just about 10 minutes or 8-9 minutes to top of descent. Alright, so let's see if we're gonna have to employ a little bit more speed brakes for this next spot. Alright, so that should be everything that we need to do for now. We could update the weather information for our destination. Let me pop here, see if I can update it. Or is it automatically updated? Okay. HKJK. Alright, so let's see if we can fix this now. So 2025, so 1025. 15 temperature still. Winds are 220 at 4. So I'm just going to change that to 220. And decision height is 200 feet. So hopefully the weather is good enough that we don't have to worry too much about that. So with that said, yeah, we can now just watch the top of descent approach. This should be another calculation, so it's a little bit further because give me a second.
It's 8 p.m.
Alright, so let's start to tidy up a bit here because we are not that far from top of descent. Less than 10 minutes. Just making sure everything is as it should be. So yeah, that's very much it. So we just wait for our top of descent. We will be turning off the gadgets soon, but yeah, I can actually increase the sim rate just a tad bit. We're coming up now to our destination, nicely over Africa. So we've got Kilimanjaro to our left. Let me descend to you. So there you go, we've got Kilimanjaro. I think that's Kilimanjaro there. But yeah, that's another beautiful sight. Testing. thought I'd take some pics for the IG. But yeah, that's Mount Kilimanjaro. A lot of people have climbed it, and I've landed at the airport, Mount Kilimanjaro Airport, which is just to the other side of the mountain. So yeah, beautiful place. Another lettering, another word, or another town or place on the bucket list there. Alright, so it's a little bit past Gibso, so top of the descent is right upon us here, so less than 20 nautical miles. Alright, so get rid of the FB, and we can now coast it for the last few minutes. So what I can do also is turn on the electronics and also seatbelt signs as well, so passengers can now prepare to land or for arrival. Once I descend, I'm going to take a quick walk through the cabin as well, so I'll just show you about. But yeah, if you do need to know, let me see if I can okay, so yeah, less than 10 nautical miles out. I could initiate the descent about 5 nautical miles out, so just give us a more smooth descent. It's just more comfortable for the passengers, and less ear popping or less babies crying. So I'll probably say about now 5 nautical miles out. I'm gonna initiate the descent, and with that there's a queue to go for a quick walk around the cabin. Alright, so I'm just filling with that, so we decided our descent. I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up. So originally the cabin was just based on the Emirates cabin, A380 cabin, but a lot of developers or a lot of designers, cabin designers, and people in the community, they've designed, they've improved the interior, sort of customized it based on the airline that you've downloaded. But yeah, let's go for a quick walk through the cabin here. So this is, I'm guessing, like the premium economy section. Still beautiful. Still can't compete with the inner builds because you don't have toilets that flush, and you can kind of walk out of the aircraft, which I don't think is very realistic. So it should have a soft barrier there, or a hard barrier. So this is the galley. I do love the blue and red and gold of Madagascar and Air Madagascar. But yeah, so this is the economy section. We've got 343 configuration. It's a beautiful aircraft, I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually in the process of editing my last flight to Uganda, and it was in the A380 and Dreamliner as well. So yeah, we had a quite scary turbulence halfway through, and there was actually quite some serious thunderstorms as we were approaching Kuwait. There was, it was quite scary to look outside the window, and you could see just nothing but flashing lights, flashing lightning. But on my return flight, I actually had this seat here, so which is actually quite a nice place to sit. Only that you're missing a window right next to you, so I had to share this window with the passenger in front. But my whole row was empty, and the person who was meant to sit next to me actually took a seat there instead, so I had the opportunity to stretch my leg on the return flight to London. Oh, they've got Air Berlin on the backboards there. But yeah, it was actually a really nice flight. I'm not gonna lie. We had to do we had to actually hold a hold when we're approaching London. But I'm gonna include that on the flight. So this is the upstairs. Still haven't managed to fix or to add texture. So fly by wire, we've been waiting a while for this. Get it done. You don't want any bills to beat you to it. But yeah, I don't think this is still only something provided with Emirates. This little bar at the back of the plane. I do love the business seats. I don't know if the actual business is for the Air Madagascar, but look really nice. I love the texture. It looks really good quality stuff. Very big screens as well. And this is the business class front section. It's weird. It's like, what does it feel to be upstairs in an aircraft that's flying so high already? That's quite a strange thing to try and explain. Yeah, I was sat upstairs in an aircraft that flies at 35,000 feet. I was above. I was flying at 36,010 feet above people in the lower deck. Alright, so more texturing, the texture that's missing, or some work to be finished yet. So, alright, and this is the first class. I think it's a bit based on the Emirates as well, because there's a lot of gold still of the Emirates. But I think it is, I'm not too sure. So this is the upstairs of the A380. So let's go back to the cockpit quickly, because we are approaching our airport quite quickly. It takes about 20 minutes to descend, so it's something to keep an eye on. Okay. Let's quickly get back to the cockpit, because yeah, that is as a clearance from tower to land at from ATC to land at Jomo Kenyatta. Alright, so I think we have fixed the issue with that steep path. We just can't delete the notification because it's there now. But anyway, so what I can do is I can arm the spoilers, and then let's go through the checklist. So, approach checklist: barrow, seatbelts on, minimum set, auto brakes 3, checklist complete. Next checklist is going to be the landing checklist, and I'm going to keep that open for now. Alright, so beautiful views. I've been taking a lot of pictures of the for the Gram, but one major thing to always to always think about when you're flying in the A380 is that it's a very, very quiet aircraft, so you are going to be struggling to whisper. So yeah, it's a beautiful aircraft, and it is an aircraft that that is very quiet. It's one of the quiet ones. It's a lot quieter than some of the new aircrafts as well, like the Dreamliner or the A380 or the XWB. So I don't know why Airbus settled for XWB while Boeing went for the more glamorous name of the Dreamliner. But anyway, there we go. Two different aircraft manufacturers, two different approaches to marketing.
Descend and maintain 16,000 feet. Loose Raptor Bravo for Lima Golf Heavy.
Alright, 16,000 feet. Our next altitude constraint is 7,900 feet, so we should be good. We don't have to worry about that notification there. That's too steep path, because we've cleared out, we've removed the altitude constraints, but that could come bite us in the ass, because this is there's quite a lot of hills around and about of Nairobi. So yeah, there are some mountains to navigate around, and makes it worse because now we do not have a lot of visual. and nothing on the radar. Yeah, hopefully the star does help create that give us a path between or avoid any of this high altitude, because we are having to skip a very big altitude constraint. As you can see, that ground is very close to us, so yeah, just need to be very careful here, very vigilant of what's around us. Alright, 12,000 feet, so I'm going to be turning on the external lights. But we've got a lot of visibility during this one because there's a lot of clouds around us. But I do love cloud diving. It's just one of the most interesting things about flying. It's a bit more turbulent, but it just looks nice just driving into it. Gives a sort of rough estimate of how fast you're actually flying. But yeah, I need to stay in the cockpit. As you can see, visibility has sort of dropped a tad bit, and so has the lighting as well. So a few gaps here and there. Just need to avoid the ground. So nearly about 22 nautical miles out from the airport, and we're going to maintain this heading until
Loose Raptor Bravo for Lima Golf Heavy.
For a while, until we get to before we make that final right turn into final. But we are yeah, we are quite a bit of a distance from there we go. So we've got the glide stop and localizer, so I can actually arm the localizer for now and then set the parameter to the local, which is 1025 as shown on the EFB here. Yeah, so 15 degrees Celsius, fairly cool for the region, or for Nairobi. Alright, crossing 10,000 feet, we can now turn on the landing lights, turn on wing lights as well, and do some more climb diving as we descend. Once again, current altitude is 9,000 feet. So we're going to approach the desal point, so we should start bringing in the extending the flaps once we do get so. We're gonna hold 7,925 altitude. So okay, so I'm gonna start to slow down now. I'm gonna help speed that up with the speed brake. All right, so let's. All right, let's speed up the desal, because we are gonna be starting the right turn shortly. Now we're gonna, there we go, so starting to slow down now. It's the right turn, localizer should start centering. Speed check, flaps 1. Alright, localizer centering, we can now select approach hold, and then select autopilot 1, and then we can also select ground altitude, which is 9,000 feet. Alright, speed check, flaps 2. Speed check, flaps 1. So flaps 3, and then flaps 4. Just gonna bring in the speed brakes, and we're gonna arm them as well. Alright, return back to our seat. So our speed brakes armed, and we're now 10 miles out. Gonna get a nice little view here of the landing gear extension. So there we go. So yeah, there's always a lot to do, especially with this being a high altitude airport. Okay, we're doing good. Let's have a look. So landing checklist is complete. So we can bring on the runway turn-off lights, and we should have been cleared to land by now. So about 8 miles out. Still runway not in view, so we're gonna keep the autopilot on for now. See the ground, but yeah, and we're nicely in the cone as well. So glide slope and localizer are both centered. Yeah, I cannot see the runway yet, so we're 5 miles out. 1,500. Just beautiful scene, I'm not gonna lie. And if you have perfect frames, it's just even better. Alright, so let me get ready to disengage the autopilot once we get runway in sight. But yeah, I can't see, but there we go, I can see the poppers now. Okay, take a deep breath, and there we go, runway in sight, and so is the airport as well. So I can now turn off the autopilot. I have the aircraft. Landing. Once again, 50 of the threshold.
40, 30, 20, retard.
Oh, that was not good at all. I had it until should have been a going around, but I'm not going around. Reverse is off. Auto brakes off. Manual braking. Landing lights off. Now we're going to take this next exit. A bit more braking because it's a 90-degree turn. We can turn the wing lights off as well, and the strobe lights. I'm going to take this exit E. I believe we are parked in J4, which is a concourse. It's not a gate itself, it's actually a ramp gate. Alright, and with that, we can welcome you to Jomo Kenyatta. Terrible landing, well, not terrible landing, but kind of, yeah, we should have been a go around, and really should have been, but anyway. And as mentioned, yes, the landing does dictate whether it was a good flight or not. Alright, so I'm going to turn on the taxi lights. APU's on, and we can start the cleanup as well. So flaps up, and we can now bring down the speed brakes as well. And then request ground for our gate. So request to parking.
Ground, loose Raptor Bravo for Lima Golf Heavy. Request taxi to parking.
We can turn. Alright, so turn off some of these.
Taxiing to Gate Juliet for via taxiway Echo Golf Hotel. Loose Raptor Bravo for Lima Golf Heavy.
Alright, turn off the radio stuff, the transponder. So set all that to standby, normal. Just set it to below. Really would have got the information that we actually needed, but it's been a while since I've on the A350 and I'm pretty much like mostly on a checklist in my head. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Now just course this aircraft. I could redo the landing again. We're just doing with the replay. In fact, let's bring this up, and we're gonna stop. Ah, you're joking. Yeah, I forgot to. Anyway, never mind. I forgot to. I forgot to. Yeah, I forgot to save and then continue the replay. So, all right, that's a shame. But anyway, I'll have to do something. I'll see if I can recreate the landing, because it has been a while since I've flown in the A380, but that should not be an excuse really. At perfect conditions. Anyway, all right. So let's get this aircraft to its gate. All right, APU is on. So I have to turn off the runway turn-off lights. I don't really need that for now. So I was gonna go for the gate with the jetway, but it's just too big an aircraft, so I thought I'd just give it a different position, which is going to be right next to where the Emirates is. It's very smooth aircraft. I'm not gonna lie, taxiing is such a delight to do, because it just handles so nicely. But yeah. So I'm gonna skip this turn and I'm gonna take the next turn. Oh yes, that's what we need to do now. So okay, so let's slow down a bit. Slow down because we need to take this turn and also get GSX ready for us. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop here for a sec while I sort the I'll get the ground stuff ready. Give me a sec. plug in my okay, so wait, let's get this GSX. You have to wait for it to reset. So GSX E-gate sparking. No, there's just no. It's not the ones we're looking for. We do want. No. It should be in J. Oh, there we go. J4 ramp. Do we need follow? No. Let's make our way there. Release the parking brakes. And perfect timing as well. Oh, what a shame. Anyway, I didn't record the flight. But yeah, I've only ever been to Jomo Kenyatta once. It'd be somewhere I'd love to visit again, especially after it's been updated recently. So I'm going to be clipping a lot of wings while I'm flying past, or when I'm taxiing past. See, it's just not enough space for this aircraft at all. Just got no business being anywhere on this taxiway. Yeah, so Juliet 4. This is that Juliet 3. So I might even clip a bit of the this Emirates here. So right now, but anyway, right up next to this alright, so ooh, kind of overdid it there. But anyway, I'm just turn off the taxi lights, not blind the ground crew. And it's going to be stairs and buses. If anyone's wheelchair bound, they might have to bring another service, but I don't see our guide. Oh, there he is. Okay, let's slow down so we can actually see you. Yes, a little to the left. Yeah, I don't think you know what you're doing there, Mr. or Mrs. Alright. About to stop. And stop. Parking brakes on. Back to our position. Good. Everything seems to be good, so we can start engine, turning off the engine. So 4, 1, 4, 2, 3. And welcome to Jomo Kenyatta. As you can see, yeah, we're way off. Way off there. What I could do is to straighten that out a bit, because I really don't like how that looks. So I'm gonna go for manual, release the brakes, reverse, hold, forward. I'm gonna slow down a bit, so make sure that get it to the right position, otherwise GSX will not work. Alright, so gonna hold there, stop, set parking brakes, and then let's get GSX to do its thing. So before we do any of that, let's go back to the cockpit and turn off the seatbelt signs and let's request for the, actually I can go back to the captain seat for this one. Alright, and then we go to ground services, select ground ground power on, and then fuel tanks. There's so many fuel tanks, it should just be one single button for all these many fuel tanks. Not even the 747 has as many tanks as the A380, but then again it's a different size aircraft altogether. It's a shame you can't open the window. Anyway, so that's not an important thing. So alright, with that I can turn off the beacon lights, and yeah, ground crew can now start to get the passengers out. The Madagascar movie, Madagascar live action movie crew. So where is it? Request
The boarding
deboarding.
requested.
Is there anything else that we can ask of the operate stairs? That's all you can do. Fueling. We could request refueling, so that's going to be something for the next slide. It's just a bit of realism instead of actually anything that I would like to do. I'm not going to be doing a return flight, at least not this time around. So far it's been 0 for 0 for landing with Madagascar, so I'm going to have to look into, I'm going to have to do some practice in the in the A380 again. Actually, I probably will be doing a long distance flight, a long haul flight, at some point soon. So let's go finish this stream on the outside. All right, so yeah, welcome to Jomo Kenyatta. Beautiful airport, very big airport. Most people, most passengers who fly in out of Uganda and Entebbe Airport actually preferring to take the very long coach ride to Nairobi just to avoid flying out of Entebbe, just for a lot of the they've had a lot of issues for a very long time, and yeah, it's quite a big issue. So anyway, Entebbe Airport. Hello there. It's been a while till you push the aircraft back. Okay, waiting for action. What's happening? What's happening? What's up? What's up? What's up? Waiting for action. Open aft cargo door. I don't know what's happening, because oh, there we go. Passengers just coming out now. Let's pop back in here and then sort this out. So cargo door needs to be open, and there we go. So yeah, it's quite strange. It's ooh, there's an Air France A350. It's a weird location. I wonder where he's been. I've never been this side of the airport at all, I'm not gonna lie. For the number of times I've flown out of Jomo Kenyatta, I've never used this part as much. I've actually been, the only other place I've been to is the cargo area, which is just on the other side of here, but yeah, made his way there. So there you go. Good old A350, beautiful aircraft, making its way back to France. Don't know where exactly in France, but most likely Paris. But there you go. So that's all the passengers now. All the crew, film crew for the live action Madagascar. Anyway, so with that, I can now say thank you ever so much for joining on this flight. Terrible landing. I didn't like the landing whatsoever, but something I'm going to be working on. Got a lot of passengers to get off, so it'll be a long time before the aircraft is empty. But I will save you any of that, and I will see you all on the next one. Thank you ever so much. It's been Loose Raptor, which is quite strange. I never used my name that often, but anyway, Loose Raptor, and I'll see you all on the next one, probably later on tonight. Thank you very much. See you all soon.